Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a message below. Now, I want to tell you all, if you are seeing the number 555, that is very important for you, and this message is most certainly for you as well. So I'm up and beginning this message a little bit after 5:55, where the Most High and my spiritual team made sure that that number stood out to me because I had a dream. Okay. The Most High is not playing no games right now. The Most High is calling names and showing faces in dreams. Okay. In this particular dream, I was talking to someone who in my 3D reality is very karmic. But I was having a conversation with this person and it started to turn into more like a debate. And the Most High shut my mouth in this dream and gave me a vision, a flashback of a gathering that I had attended. Now, mind you, this has not happened in real life. This is part of the dream. The Most High gave me a flashback of a gathering that I had attended. And this gathering consisted of a lot of people who are part of the spiritual community, specifically melanated men and women who are a part of the spiritual community. And in this dream, I remember standing out like a sore thumb. And I looked over and there was this woman, very attractive woman, but her energy was very ugly. She was surrounded by a lot of other people, men and women who are a part of the spiritual community. And I just remember she stood out because her high heel kept slipping off of her foot. Like literally she was bouncing from one foot to the other because she couldn't keep this heel on her foot. And I remember her being very loud and obnoxious and arrogant. And a lot of the people that she was there with was kind of watching me and mocking me. And I was called up to to speak in front of these people. And the Most High guided me to ask them, what team are you on? Have you chosen a team? The Most High even called out those who were, just out there through me now. The Most High had me call them out, not pointing them out individually, but to speak openly about some of the things that they was doing. And the Most High had me speak and say, what team are you on? And I remember after I did my speech or brought my message forward, a man came up behind me to bring his message. And he was a part of this particular group. And everything that he said was in direct opposition to what I speak on in the 3D. He was saying that anybody that believes in the Most High believes in, demons, believes in low vibrational entities, things of that nature. And so I ended up coming out of this vision back in the presence of that person that I was speaking to in my dream. And I wanted to tell them like, man, because the Most High kept calling this person who was a part of the spiritual community by name. And I wanted to tell this person like, wow, I just realized that I met that particular person in the past, but the Most High shut my mouth and said, don't say it. They don't even need to know that you met that person. And I woke up. Now, the Most High showed me a particular woman in the spiritual community and her heel kept slipping, which lets me know that people are wearing shoes that they don't belong in. People are purposely trying to make themselves fit in particular shoes that they do not belong in the spiritual community. And lately, the Most High has been having me call out the hypocrisy of the spiritual community because a lot of people are being led astray, mainly because there's too many cliques that's happening in the spiritual community. The Most High showed me in my dream, if you are truly a chosen seed, you standing alone in this thing. And I'm not saying that the Most High might not guide you to get out there and to communicate with others, but when you get down to the wire, the Most High showed me in my dream. So this is not me having a biased opinion. No, this is me speaking based on what the Most High is showing me and putting in my face. That if you are a part of a clique in the spiritual community, then you want to really reconsider who you are around. What is the energy that's being projected? What is the message that's being pushed? And what team are you really on? We down to the wire right now, y'all. And what was crazy about this dream is that this particular woman, I've seen her maybe twice and I couldn't get with the energy. Like, she sounds highly intellectual or whatnot, but it was the energy that she projected that I was just like, She reminds me of like a mean girl, like a bully, or like somebody that just does things to fit in, or somebody that just needs to be in the spotlight and that will step on anybody to get there and to remain there. So when I saw this person on my YouTube, on my recommendations, I just couldn't get with the energy. So I haven't seen this person. Literally, this person has not been recommended on my YouTube because I never really vibe with them like that. YouTube will pour things into the algorithm that you might click on often. So I haven't seen this person for months. I haven't even thought about this person for months. And the Most High called her out by name, first and last name, y'all. And this particular person kept slipping out of her shoe. The Most High is revealing to us who is real and who is not. When you step into your position chosen out there, those of you who feel like you have a divine calling to speak openly and to bring the messages forward that's being downloaded into your spirit, recognize that the spiritual community is no different than the cliques that you might have experienced in high school, or the cliques that a lot of your karmic family members decided to create, or the cliques that you might have experienced in your work environment. It's no different. There's a lot of people who join together in toxic energy, and they put a particular image out there to those people who watch them to think, okay, they have humility, they have integrity, they have the best interests at heart, when it comes to the people. But the reality is they do not. These are people who are very envious of the chosen, who are now being lifted up. And I'm not talking about being lifted up in terms of views. I'm talking about being lifted up in a way where the Most High is granting you your inheritance, your birthright, your sovereignty. You're being granted a certain amount of wisdom and understanding. You're being granted the authority to travel into multiple dimensions to really see the true nature of people and situations. The Most High is showing you things in ways that these people have zero access to. And what it really showed me in my dream is that a lot of these people are watching me and I'm not thinking about them. A lot of these people are behind the scenes mocking me and I'm not thinking about them. This is a prime example of what you can anticipate, chosen, when you step out here and you start speaking messages that ruffles feathers. The spiritual community has been corrupted. And the Most High is asking you to choose a side because, again, in my dream, that's the message that the Most High had me speak before all of those people who was at that particular gathering. It was a retreat. I don't know what it was. I just know that I fit in with no one, and everyone made sure that I understood that I could not be a part of their clique, but I didn't want to be because the energy was so toxic. It was so low vibrational. The only thing that the Most High took me there, the reason why the Most High took me there is because I had a message that I was called to bring. But I was meant to stand alone in the 3D, but to have a strong spiritual backing in every other higher realm, 5D and beyond. the Most High ensured that I understood that my assignment has nothing to do with joining forces with people all because they have a name. I'm meant to stand independently with the Most High and my spiritual team because things have become too corrupted in the spiritual community. Everybody is looking to get in where you fit in. And it's starting to become very, very toxic. This is really a fair warning to those out there who have been watching me specifically and have had the evil eye on me in the spiritual community, or have done things to try and speak against me without knowing me. The day of judgment is now here for those people, and for that woman specifically who was called out by name, who doesn't fit in the shoe because she don't belong in the shoe. That particular woman knows who she is. It's judgment day now. The Most High is not playing games about y'all chosen. The Most High is revealing things to you. If you're asking for answers, if you are seeking clarity about why certain things were happening in a particular manner, why certain people might have been sent into your energy, who are the flying monkeys that were sent into your energy to try and observe you, or to try to gather information about you personally, or to try to enter into your personal space, to go back and to take messages and information back to others. Every last one of them that is a part of that energy is being exposed, and they're being judged in ways that they cannot anticipate. They cannot anticipate. And the reason why I'm not going to say this woman's name out loud is because even in the dream, the Most High had me silenced. The Most High silenced me in front of a karmic that I was communicating with, and told me, don't tell that person that you met that particular woman and that you know her by name. So I know it's not meant for me to speak this person's name openly through this message here today, y'all. But I'm just telling you to use your discernment. Listen to your intuition. If you happen to scroll through and you get a recommendation about a particular person that is in the spiritual community, and something just doesn't sit well in your spirit about their energy, it feels karmic, it feels toxic, it feels low vibrational, then click off. I don't care what type of message they bring in. They might have a whole lot. Their vocabulary could be very, very colorful. They could have a whole lot of history. They could be a walk-in history text. They could be very political. They could have a great understanding of what's going on out here in the world. But if the energy is not in alignment, and you detect that this person is truly low vibrational, you don't need to watch them, because there's nothing that that person understands that you can't gain access to. There's nothing that that person is teaching that you can't gain access to. You can either access it in a book, or you can access it in that whole library that's already in your Akashic records, that's already in your DNA. Because a true chosen seed possesses all of the information. It's just a matter of, are you vibrating on the right frequency in order to gain access to it? So the more you heal, the more that you purge, the more that you ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it will be granted to you. And the fact of the matter is, there's just certain things that you as a chosen seed, you're supposed to know, and there's other things that you just don't need to know, because it has no relevance to your evolution. It has no relevance to your growth and your progress. The things that you need to know is going to be revealed to you. And so you're missing out on nothing by bypassing these particular people. You're not missing anything. The Most High is not playing games about the chosen seed. The Most High is revealing things in ways that you could never even imagine. Because I'm still taken aback how the Most High called this person out by name and showed me their energy, showed me how they interact, showed me the people that they're working with against me. It's just amazing. If you ask for clarity, the Most High will grant you just that. And when you're obedient to your assignment and your purpose, The Most High is going to be the one that elevates you and gives you the recognition that you deserve. You do not have to become a part of a clique. You don't have to start teaming up with particular people because they have certain names and because they've been able to establish a certain following and all of this other stuff. It's not necessary because that's not even a part of the purpose here. People have gotten to be so egotistical and so stuck in their own ways and become making this thing about them that they fail to realize that it's bigger than them. This assignment that's been granted to the chosen has nothing to do with our egos, and it has everything to do with purpose. It has everything to do with changing the game and putting the powers that were out of their misery, tearing down their structure. But the problem that we're having in the spiritual community is that there's too many groups of people that's actually helping to maintain the position of the powers that were. They're helping, they're assisting in that, because they're not taking on their true assignment. They're not doing the real work within themselves. They're not really clearing and purging their energy. So they have all of these people whose attention is being directed towards them, people that are being fed by them. And you all know where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're directing your attention towards someone who truly, in reality, is low vibrational, they mistreat themselves, they mistreat others, they talk about people, they do spell work against people because they don't like them, or because they don't like that other people are being recognized or risen, or they don't like the fact that other people are, speaking messages that's in direct opposition to how they're living. This is what a lot of people in the spiritual community are doing. They're gathering together to do this. You as a chosen seed, your calling is to stand firm, stand alone with the presence of the Most High Mother and Father in your spiritual team. And just know that your tribe will find you. The people that are genuinely supposed to be in your space, the people that you are genuinely supposed to work with, will find you. But you definitely don't want to be out here looking to join forces with people just because they've established a name for themselves, or they've established a certain platform or a certain amount of recognition. Because all attention ain't good attention. This thing is getting deep. There's a division and a separation that's happening in every area of life. You all already know that the separation that needed to happen between yourself and many karmics has already taken place. The separation that needed to happen when it came to your purpose versus, those things that you used to do when you was in survival mode, that career path, that job, that separation is already taking place. The separation is already taking place when it comes to your thought process. How do you think? What do you believe in? What you believe versus what you know. The separation is already taking place. And so now we're down to the wire, because the Most High is now showing me that the final separation is happening in a spiritual community. The real versus the fake. Integrity versus lack of integrity. The separation is already happening, and you yourself as a chosen seed, you will be able to discern. You're going to know the difference. You're going to know who's being lifted up in order to lead people astray, and you're going to know who's being lifted up because they literally have done the work. They've gone through the necessary transformations. They've cleansed themselves. They've purged themselves, and they are a true example. They're not just putting on a front for the camera. You will know the difference. The separation is taking place, and everyone who was behind the scenes that tried to keep you down, chosen, that didn't want you to rise into your position to take your seat on the throne as a true leader, as a true healer, as a true teacher, they're being casted out. And the Most High is calling them out by name. So that's my message for you all. Continue to stand strong in your solidarity. This thing is never about a clique. It's never been about a clique. Y'all understood this in your adolescence. You understood why even back then you was repelled by that energy of people who felt like they just needed to fit in with somebody, and so they would do anything in order to seem like they was good enough for a particular group, but none of them are being themselves. All of them are being fake. All of them are hurting. All of them are just toxic and low vibrational, really in self-loathing positions, insecure. But yet they walk into the door and the first thing that you meet and greet is their ego. Too many people are doing this for the wrong reasons. But there are many of us who have been chosen to step into a divine calling that's doing it for the right reasons. And the Most High is going to make sure that people understand the real versus the fake. So that's my message for you all. I love you. Leave a like, subscribe, a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you all next time.